What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We got Jeremy over here from FasterProms. He actually brought us his 2012 Caprice drift car that he actually put into a wall, right?
Yeah, we were actually, I took it out and I didn't realize we were at the end of cutting a tire, and I had a few people in the back. It was a hell of a lot of fun. Definitely the most fun wreck I've ever had.
That's sweet. Now let's go ahead and check this thing out and see how bad the damage is. So here's all the damages we see right here. The quarter panel is pushed in pretty good. We have a buckle up here, and we are going to be trying to save this quarter panel and straighten it out, because this is just his car to just drive and drift and do all kinds of cool stuff in. Now let's go ahead and check out the front of it, and then we'll probably back it out.
All right, so guys, it's a little bit different here. This thing is a Texas Speed 427 with a Magnuson 2650. So if you guys aren't familiar with that, that's a muy largo gigante blower. This thing is this basically comes in the new ZR1 that produces about 750 horsepower. However, we're right at about 1,000 wheel horsepower, so it's a little over 1,100 at the motor. And hopefully we can take this thing out in a little bit and be able to scare you guys a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully after we do all the frame pulling in the back, we can just take it up the road and see how much power, because I've never been in a car with over 1,000 horsepower. I know my GTR has like 500 something, but this is just 1,000 and it's supercharged. So let's go ahead and probably back this thing out, and then we'll start putting it on the frame machine. So we got the car on the frame machine, man. This thing is a beast. It's so freaking loud. I didn't realize it was gonna be that loud. But now that we have it on the frame machine, we're gonna go ahead and lift it up, and then we're gonna start setting it up on the clamps to get this car nice and secure. So when we're moving all of this, or when we're doing all the pulling, nothing moves on the car. So let's go ahead and do that. So the first thing we're going to do on this car is actually take these rocker panels off, because we are going to be putting the clamps down on the frame to get the car nice and secure. So let's go ahead and get both side rocker panels off and start putting on the clamps. So we got the car on the clamps all nice and secure. It's not gonna be moving anywhere when we start pulling it. And then Jeremy's in here actually taking one of the tanks off, and I think one of the pumps.
Yeah, so we just found out that we have a methanol leak, and this is a large part of my whole fueling system. In fact, I mean, this is race gas, so it's like 116, 117 octane, but it supplies over 30% of my fuel. So if we're having a problem leaking it out, for one, that's a safety problem, but for two, it's an enrichment problem. So if we want to take you guys out, I could melt my motor if I don't fix this. So we got to fix this.
And we also need to get some of this stuff off, so when we're pulling the frame, we are going to be doing a little bit of hammering in here, and we don't really want to hit the pumps or anything like that. So let's get all that stuff off, and then we'll probably start pulling the car. So we got the tail light off now. We exposed a little bit more damage under here. Now what we're gonna do is actually bring the frame post over here, and we're gonna start off by pulling this rebar out just a little bit this way, and then we'll just continue working on there and see how it comes out. So we got the frame post over here, and what we're gonna start off with is actually pulling out this reinforcement bar. We're gonna just grab this strap and strap it up and give it a nice pull. So we got the rebar area pulled out pretty good. We do not have these new brackets, but that's gonna be fine. We got it all straightened out. It's looking a lot better than it was. Now we're gonna move on to pulling out this area right here. It's gonna be a bit tricky because we are gonna try to save this quarter panel as the best we can. So let's go ahead and grab some more clamps and we'll just start pulling it out. So we got everything set up. We actually moved the post over and swapped the chain out. Now what we're gonna do is grab this, this is like a frame clamp right here, and slide it in through the tail light pocket. And then we're gonna put a piece of wood back here and kind of pull everything out exactly how it went in. So let's go ahead and do that. So we got everything mostly pulled out over here, and then we also took off the reinforcement bar. And what we need to do now is actually pull the frame rails over because everything is pushed over still and it's causing all the gaps to be pretty bad. So let's move the frame post, pull everything over. Went ahead and took off the trunk, and now we're just gonna test fit the tail light for the first time. We did just do a lot of pulling on here, so let's just see how it lines up. And check that out. It does line up pretty good, but we still have a lot more pulling to do down here. But also what I want to do is start working on the deck lid. We have to do a little bit of straightening out so we can see how the gaps are and see how much more we have to pull the quarter out. Just make sure everything is lining up. So let's go ahead and get started on the deck lid. So we got the deck lid nice and straightened out. We did try to do as good as we could, but it was kind of crunched pretty good. Inside here, we kind of straightened it all out and then just got the overlay right there. So it's gonna be holding nice and tight. And we also did the same thing over here. And the reason is this is actually an Australian car, so these parts are kind of hard to find. And this is a drift car, so he just wanted the trunk closing. So that's exactly what we did. So now let's go ahead and get this trunk back on the car and then finish it up. So we got the trunk lid on the car, and this side lines up pretty good even after we did a lot of hammering and dolling on the deck lid. And we're gonna have to work on the tail light. I'm guessing when it got hit, it just pushed it and broke it off. And I think we need to unscrew it and just push everything back in. But now what we need to do is focus on getting this quarter panel pulled out. It's about ½ an inch pushed in too far, so we're gonna have to weld some tabs right here and probably right here and pull everything out. So let's go ahead and do that. So we got all the pulls done on the car. Now it's time to just go ahead and reassemble everything, put the bumper on, put the reinforcement on, and then we can take it off the frame. So we got done with all the framework, the trunk closes good, the bumper went on, everything good, and then Jeremy decided to leave his signature right here on the front yard. But this thing's an absolute beast, 1000 horsepower, it's crazy. Now we're gonna go try to see if we can find some place to do some donuts or something cool. So we got the car in the trailer, now we're gonna take it to a parking lot and have some more fun. So we just made it to a parking lot, we're about to have some fun with Jeremy's car over here.
This is a private parking lot in Mexico.
Yes, sir. Private party. All right, guys. So first time being in a 1000 horsepower drift car. Let's see how this thing does.
Man, you guys have no idea how loud that thing is. I'm pretty sure I'm probably halfway deaf in one of my ears. It is insane. This guy's about to do some crazy stuff in this thing.
All right, guys, so we gotta go. Let's go. So we made it back to the shop, and man, I thought the cops were gonna come. The thing is insanely loud, super fun to ride along. It's so awesome, first time ever doing something like that. So big shout out to Jeremy from FasterProms. He took me for a ride along in the 1000 horsepower pursuit vehicle, and the thing is absolutely fun.
Dude, honestly, you've made it worth my while, so thank you so much. I mean, this has been an absolute blast, and I'm super happy with the job that you did, so, dude.
So what do you guys think? Should we get a drift car on the channel? It would be a really fun experience. We can even take it to his shop and get it tuned because he does a lot of that stuff. So drop it a comment down below and let me know what you think. So that's gonna be a wrap for today's video, and make sure you guys check out FasterProms YouTube channel. They have some awesome stuff on there. Drag racing, drifting, engine builds, and some pretty cool car builds also. So just head over there if you like all kinds of high horsepower builds and other stuff like that. So thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you follow me on Instagram at Vtuned, and also go to vtuned.com if you want to copy some merch. Thanks for watching.